Hello, Wichita and surrounding cities. My name is Jacob Doherty. I am a realtor here in town with JP Wygand, and today I'm going to be doing my monthly update. Just a short video that gives you an idea of where the real estate market's at. What are some things we're seeing? What are some things that you can expect if you were to go buy a home or sell a home in the market today? So this is April of 2021. We're going to be using the data from March of 2021. So let's get this thing started. So starting out, home sales, and this is for Sedgwick County today. We're up to 691 from 665 in 2020. That is sold in the month of March this past year. So that's a 3.9% increase. So that means we're still busy. When I think sales, you think just busyness rather. So stuff's moving. Active listings. This is a big one. Before I get there, it's been a while since I shot my last video. I just want to see if anybody notices how outrageous my hair is getting. If I keep doing these every month, it might be a problem. I might need to get this taken care of before long. But anyway, that was stupid. Active listings are down to 413 in March from 988 of this March of last year. So that's a difference of 58.2%. So that is more than half of all our active listings gone in a year. Granted, 988 still is not very high of a number. That's cut more in half. We are in an inventory crisis. I mean, crisis. It is absolutely insane. We have barely any listings in areas. So if you think of the whole city of Wichita as having, and surrounding cities, by the way, if I'm talking Sedgwick County, having less than normal, far less than normal, what we'd say average listings. If you think about a particular region, if you're a buyer in a particular area, maybe you want to live close to your work, maybe you want to be in a certain school district, your selection is going to be dismal. It's going to be non-existent because our inventory is so low. So what does this mean? We talk about this every single month. Well, what this means is if you're a seller, it's the time to sell your home. Moving sucks. We all know it. Moving is the worst thing ever. You put all your stuff in a box. You lose your favorite poster that you had since you were 13 years old and your wife wants you to give it up, but you won't do it. You lose stuff. You have to use a ton of tape. It's exhausting. Your back hurts for 3 weeks. Moving sucks, but what's a good reason to move? Well, I know. You make a lot of money when you sell your home, and you're going to make a lot of money when you sell your home. The inventory is so low. We talk about this every month, supply and demand. When supply is non-existent and demand is sky high, that is the perfect scenario for you sellers. So just to illustrate this, the average sales price in this past March was up to $208,000, up from $180,000, almost $181,000 in 2020. That's a 15% increase in the average sales price of homes. That is a large increase. Days on market, down to 26 days. That is how long on average a home is listed before it's sold. 26 days down from 36 in 2020. So a 10-day difference there. Homes are flying off the market, and that's average. In certain areas, I guarantee that days on market would be single digits. Average percentage of listing price, meaning what they're getting for their listing price, meaning if I list my house for $100,000, am I getting $100,000 or am I getting $90,000? On average, from the data from March, wow, my brain blanked completely. Average in March was 100%. That means if you list your house for $100,000, on average, you're going to get $100,000. That's up from 98.7 in 2020. Obviously, 2020, we're in somewhat of the same situation. Granted, this is just a more exaggerated form of what we saw this past year. So what does this mean? I have been telling you all for months and months and months the same story with different levels of hair and different polos and t-shirts, so that's the only thing that changes, but it's the same story. Inventory continues to go down, demand continues to go up. Buyers, I tell you this every single month, it's not a bad time to buy. The only reason that it's not a bad time to buy is because of interest rates. If I go over the last 3 years, in 2018, on average, the average interest rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage was 4.54%. 2019, 3.94%. 2020, 3.11%. Today, as we speak, April 14th of 2021 is at 3.27%. That is incredibly low. And with interest rates, you have to remember, if a percentage interest rate change, you lose 10% of your negotiating power. So if you're approved for a $100,000 loan, interest rates go up a percentage, you're now really approved for, like, let's say $90,000. So it's a big deal. We're talking percentages, but over the course of 30 years, and just talking about what you're approved for, it is a huge deal. These percentages are small, but just the change of 1% is a huge deal. So you're going to be saving a lot of money on that end. Now, we know that the average sales price is up 15%. So that's a big difference there too. But the good news is, with the low interest rates, it can make up that difference. Granted, is it the best time, with home prices being sky high, to buy a home? No, it's not. But with interest rates so low, you can afford to buy those homes at the price they're going to be listed at, rather than the interest rate being 5 or 6%. Now things are getting a little bit pricey. It's really getting hard to find a home that you would like, an area you would like, because prices are just so high. So it's not the end of the world for either buyers or sellers, but my advice would be, if you're a seller, consult a real estate professional like myself. See what you could get for your home. Just information. Knowledge is power. Knowing what you can just get profit on the sale of your home, it can, if you don't make the decision, at least you know what you could get at that moment. It is worth knowing. Buyers, same thing. Talk with a real estate professional. Talk with a professional on the lending side. Figure out what you can afford, what the situation is, what the inventory in your certain areas you want looks like, just so you're informed. Knowledge is power. I'll say it again. On either side, it is not a bad time to be in the market. You just have to be prepared. Buyers and sellers, do your due diligence, and you'll be successful. Buyers, it's going to be hard. You're going to get in some bidding wars probably if you're in a high competition area, which basically all of town is at this point. So it's going to be competitive, but you can do it. You just need to persevere. You need the help of a team around you, and if you have that, you will be successful. I truly believe that. You can contact me if you have any questions over anything we just went over in this video at icalljake.com. All my contact information will be listed there. There's also listings, some about me information, just some other cool things that our website offers. I enjoy doing these videos. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next month for the month of May. Wow, that took me too long as well. CTE is apparently real. I'll be back in the month of May with April's data. It'll probably be more or less the same situation, but that's why I do these videos, to keep you all informed. If you have any questions, just go to the link I just dropped below. And until next time.